Let me tell you about my chaos to calm course. I kid you not, if you invest in this course and you invest your money and you invest your time, you are not going to know yourself on the other side. So, this is the course that's going to teach you how to create a very calm, a very grounded week whilst still getting all of your shit done, but without the rushing from one thing to the next, and without the stress and the overwhelm that then has you snapping at your kids and then beating yourself up for snapping at your kids because you know that's not actually who you want to be. So this is for you if maybe you've tried some time management processes before, but they haven't quite worked. Um, This is definitely for you if you keep doing shit you don't want to do and saying yes to all that stuff you don't want to do and not actually doing the things you do want to do. And this is for you if you are fed up of snapping at your family, at your kids, at the people around you because of this stress, constant, overwhelmed hamster wheel that you feel you're on. Because equally, you don't want to give up everything. You actually love your job. You love your kids and you love your family. And you can have both if you learn how to manage three things. That's your time, your mind, and your emotions. So if you've done a time management course or process, and there's loads of them out there, you could Google it. Um, but it hasn't quite worked for you, it's probably because you haven't learned the skill of managing your mind or manage your emotions. Because this is kind of where you are at the moment. I want you to imagine that you're like a balloon. And then there's this thing over here, and then there's this thing over here, and then there's like this thing over here. And this someone asks you to do something, so your balloon gets blown away, and then someone else asks you to do stuff, and then so you get blown all over the place, and then your kids go, "Oh, I haven't got this," and it's all crazy, crazy, crazy. This is what calm to chaos is going to teach you. When you learn how to manage your mind, when you learn how to manage your emotions, and when you learn how to manage your time, whoop, I am not going to teach you art. This beautiful space in the middle is the calm, grounded, simple life whilst getting your stuff done. So you can't just manage your mind, you can't just manage your emotions, you can't just manage time. Individually, those three things won't work. But when you bring them together, this is the beautiful sweet spot in the middle. Which means that you actually go about your day getting your tasks done calmly going from one thing to the next, which means that when your kids ask you for something, it's not a problem. When your husband wants to talk to you, it's not a problem. When someone at work asks you something, it's not a problem. So the investment into chaos to calm will give you mind, emotion, and time management skills. All three. You can't have just one. It needs to be all three for you to actually follow the time management process so that you get your shit done in a very calm, organized, simple way. Gone are the days of overwhelm. Gone are the days of stress. Gone are the days of feeling completely stuck in the constant doing of life. And it starts off, first of all, it starts off with you saying, yes, that's what I want. And if you don't choose to invest in your mind and your emotions, then don't beat yourself up for that. And please stop torturing yourself by moaning that you've got so much to do. Because I am giving you the option here to change. If you're choosing not to take that option, you don't have to. Your life will be perfectly fine, but nothing will change. So don't then torture yourself by beating yourself up for that. Put on your big girl pants and have the courage to change. Your brain's not going to like it. There will be resistance, or part of your brain won't like it. Part of your brain will give you a resistance. But that part of you is what's keeping you stuck being blown around with all the balloons. So the way that it works is we start off with a 90-minute kickoff call. So as soon as you've clicked the link below and you've paid your money for the course, you will get an email and you can book in that first 90-minute session. And in that 90 minutes, we're going to go over what you're currently doing, what you need to do, and we're going to get the process in place that suits you and your lifestyle. Then following that, there is then 6 weekly sessions where we are going to coach you through why you didn't do what you said you were going to do. So this is a two-part. This is the practical time management skill, followed by, and so much more important, the mind and the emotional management side. Because if you haven't got these two figured out, you're not, all the processes and procedures in the world ain't going to cut it. You'll still be stressed and overwhelmed. So if that is something that you want to invest in, don't wait. And if you've just heard that, oh my gosh, I don't have time for that. I can't give 90 minutes, or I can't have a weekly session. If you've actually just thought that in your head, it may be that you need one of my other longer packages. And this is a bit like getting in the car to go on a long journey, taking the time beforehand to pack, to get organized, and to put the address in the sat nav. So, in giving yourself this time, you are going to get so much more back because you won't be up in your head. You'll be so much more present with your kids when you're with them. You'll be getting your work done so much more efficiently because you're not overwhelmed with all the bollocks that's continuously spinning round in your head. That's not a judgment. I don't say that from judgment. I say it from a huge amount of love because it's optional. And this course is going to teach you how to change that. I cannot wait to get started with you. Click the link below. Let's go.